We now turn to a CCTV special, a magnificent journey down the Nile. Over the years, sprawling urban cities have been established along the river. But some Egyptians prefer to live in outlying areas where they can irrigate the land for produce using the river's water. CCTV's Fahmida Miller shares her experience from an agricultural island.
Downtown Cairo and millions of inhabitants. Capital city filled with traffic and noise. But just outside the city, there's an oasis of calm and tranquility. The ever-encroaching reach of the metropolis surrounds this island. On the map, it's called cctv-Al-Quraytin. To the people who live here, it's the island of honeymaking. They form a community in the middle of the Nile, north of Cairo, that's almost completely self-sufficient. Families have lived here for decades, maintaining a simple life. Even as just across the river, the city grows ever bigger around them. Bassem Abdelhai's family's been farming here for over 40 years. It's hard, but it's a life he's grown to love. And it's a life lived in what's in effect a giant garden. Much of the land is set aside for roses. They're known across the region for their sweet scent and are big sellers in Cairo. cctv-Al-Quraytin's bananas are also in much demand. When will they be ready for harvest?
طبعا هو الموز طبعا بيكون من الفاكهه الوحيده اللي ما بيستويش على الشجر، وعلشان يستوي لازم بيخش في حاجه اسمها ثلاجه حراره. ازاي بيعرف الفلاح ان الموز استوت او لا؟ من الزهره دي، كل يوم بيقع منها ورقه لوحدها على الارض زي كده. لما الزهره كلها بتخلص ما بيكونش جواها ولا ورقه، بيعرف كده الفلاح ان الموز استوت. بعد كده بيقطعها من نصها، بيرمي النص اللي فوق، بياخد بس الموزه دي بيحطها جوه غرفه، بيحط معاها فحم، بيطلع حراره، الحراره بتنشف الغذاء اللي جوه الموزه، بتجف خالص، بتموت، بتصفر، وبعد كده بننزلها على السوق. ليه بنقطعها من النص زي كده؟ عشان دي جواها في ميه فيها غذاء عايزين نستفاد بيها مره ثانيه.
Water is pumped directly from the Nile, which in turn feeds the ditches which crisscross the island. It's a very simple setup. What you see here demonstrates what helped create Egypt, channeling water from the Nile to bring life to the land. Meeting for lunch on the banks of this great river are some of the island's honey farmers. There's a real sense of shared purpose and community here. Self-sustainability stretches to the food. Everything we're eating here today is from the island. There's cheese, as well as a flatbread, and the honey. Its special and distinctive color mostly comes from the bees in the area. Bassem, tell me about the honey, because it really is quite delicious.
طبعا احنا عندنا بالنسبه للجزيره عشان فيها الزهور وفيها جميع الاشجار، بنجيب المناحل. بعد كده لما لقينا الموضوع هيبقى كويس معانا ان احنا نجيب النحل يتغذى تغذيه كويسه جدا، جبنا المناحل وحطيناها جوه الجزيره، والنحل بقى يتغذى وبقى يطلع انتاج كويس جدا، والعسل هنا طبيعي 100%، مش محتاجين احنا نحط فيه اي مواد من غش، عشان خاطر احنا عندنا الجزيره كلها مبنيه على الزراعه وكده.
Honey making depends on the season and slows down in the colder months. It's a very beautiful time of day now, Bassem. Tell me, what attracts you to being here?
بالنسبه للجزيره احنا عايشين فيها هنا، انا حابب ان انا اعيش فيها عشان الجو بتاعها كويس، بعيد عن عوادم السيارات او اي مصانع او اي حاجه، بعيد عن دوشه القاهره. فانا حابب ان انا اعيش فيها عشان جوها كويس والناس ناس طيبين، وانا اتعودت على كده وعايز اعيش زي اهلي.
It's a circle of life played out in the middle of the Nile. And after a hard day's work, the men relax over shisha and sweet Arabic coffee in a workplace they also call home. A day in the life on the island is drawing to a close. And so far, of all the places I've been to on the Nile, this is certainly the most tranquil. It's quite apparent why, for those living on the island of honeymaking, life is so sweet.